gon' make it. Whole baby, they be boy crazy, me I got a money fetish. They in love with suckers, they gon' end up diabetic.
Today I'm gonna be doing a story time video about the time that I got a speeding ticket. I've never really done story times on my channel, so let me know if you guys like it, because I don't know if I'm good at it or not. Anyways, let me just get on to the story time, and thank you for watching. I drove really quick. I'm a very impatient person. Like, I want things done now. If you said you were gonna do it 10 minutes ago, it better have been done, because I'm not waiting. If I'm picking you up at this time, you better be outside at that time, or else I will leave, because I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm very impatient. It's really bad, but since I got my ticket, I've gotten a lot better with my patience, so maybe it's kind of taught me a lesson. So yeah, like on the freeways it's 65, I go 85. I just drive really fast. I know I shouldn't. Both of my parents have told me to slow down, and I just didn't. So I brought it onto myself. It all started when I was going to class. I go to school probably about 7 minutes from my house, so it doesn't take me that long to get there. Because it doesn't take me a long time to get there, I tend to leave really late. Just keep pushing it off, you know? My class started at 3:20 p.m. to 6:20 p.m. So because it was a 3-hour class and you only meet once a week, so it was fine. It wasn't actually that boring, but it just felt kind of long sometimes. So I was on my way to class, you know, gassing it like usual. So the route that I was taking to school, apparently there's always policemen there. It didn't even like cross my mind that there would be police on that street, because I'd only seen them around like one other time, which is stupid of me to think. I know, but I learned my lesson, I swear. Anyways, I was driving down that street not knowing that that area was a residential. My dumbass thought it was a business area, because on this side of the street there's houses, or like kind of like condos, so like there's not even like really doors in the front. I mean, there's like doors, but people use like their back door. I had businesses on this side of the street, and the reason I thought that, like, if it was a residential, I would have never went as fast as I was going. The second reason, other than why I thought the speed limit was higher, even though there was houses on this side of the street that I was on, was because this is the street I'm on, right? I'm going this way, and there's a stoplight right here to continue onto the street. So before the stoplight, there's this part of the street. The speed limit is probably like 35, 40. So I didn't assume just crossing the street that it was the same, that the speed was gonna change. The same setup as that side of the street, if that makes sense. So if I crossed over, like, I would have expected it to be the same speed limit, you know? So I'm heading down that street. There's a stop sign. I brake at the stop sign like normal, and then I start going. My car picks up speed really fast. It feels like it's floating, like you don't even feel how fast you're going. I'm just driving, like bumping my music. You know when you're in the zone, you're like lip singing to the songs, you know, when it's blasting. You're not really paying attention to how fast you're going, for one, and for two, like, I was just on my way to school, like happy little me. Not happy little me, because I did not want to go to school, but you know, like a normal day for me. And all of a sudden I'm like looking, and I was like, why is that guy? He walked into the middle of the street, and he was just like, and I was like, why is that man standing in the middle of the street? I didn't even recognize that it was a police officer, because he didn't have badges or any type of, like, you know how they have the waist belts with like their gun and the stick thingy? He didn't have any of that on. He didn't have badges or anything. It looked like he was dressed in all black. Like, obviously I would have slowed down if I seen him, you know, but no, I was kind of confused about why he was like this. So as I got closer, he was like, stop, 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 like signaling to me, and I was like, epic. As soon as he stopped me, I knew that I was going fast, because I kind of had to brake a lot, because he was I don't know why he was standing in the middle of the street. That's so stupid. Like, what if I just hit him? So he pulled me over, and he comes to the passenger side window, and I rolled my window down, and he's like, is there any chance you know how fast you were going? And I was like, honestly, I have no idea. And he just shows me the radar gun, and it says 51. The next question he asked me, he's like, do you know what the speed limit is? And I was like, no. Like, I didn't even know what to tell him. Like, no, I don't know the speed limit. He turns around, because he was like looking for a speed limit sign too. He turns around and he sees one on the opposite side that's facing the opposite way of me, so I couldn't even have seen it. He just pointed to it and I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, why were you driving so fast? And I was like, honestly, I'm just late to school. I'm in a rush. And he's like, okay, I'll be right back. So he comes over after he's done like typing in all that information and asks me for my license and registration and insurance, blah, blah, blah. He comes back, just hands me my ticket. He's just asked me to sign the, I don't know what it is. I don't know, you just have to sign it saying that you'll pay the ticket by this date. So I just signed it and I left. So I called my mom as soon as I parked in the parking lot, and I was like, I'm already gonna be late anyways, like I might as well just tell her. So I called her. I was like, Mom? She was like, yeah. I was like, you're not gonna be too happy with me right now. She was like, what'd you do? And I was like, well, I got a speeding ticket. She was like, it's okay, you just have to pay it. And I was like, okay. Like, I was like excited because of her reaction, you know? And then she's like, how much were you over? And I was like, well, I was going 51 and 25. And she was like, you were going what? I was like, Mom, I didn't even know I was going that fast. Like, I was just driving. She was like, hi, Savannah, don't you know the insurance is gonna go up, blah, 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 blah. You're gonna pay for your tickets. And I was like, okay, Mom, I know. Let me tell you, I haven't heard the end of her lectures to this day. Like, they're still ongoing. I waited for my ticket to come in the mail, and it took about a week and a half, I would say, maybe 2 weeks to come in the mail. And when I opened that envelope, I was scared for my life. I was looking on Google, like, how much is a speeding ticket in California when you're driving this amount over? I'm going to be so broke after I pay this ticket. I was like, I might as well quit my job. Like, there's no point in working. All my money's going to it anyways. Opened it. It was $490 with no traffic school allowed. I went to, like, our Department of Superior Court, I think it's called. Mom went with me because I was not going to go alone. I personally don't really mess with police officers, if you know what I mean. So I didn't want to go alone. We stood in line. The line took forever. We get to the front of the line and we make a court date. That court date was today. I went to court today. This judge, right when she walked in, she started doing a few cases before my case. And she wasn't dropped, like they would ask, is there any way you could reduce the amount? Every single person who asked to reduce the amount, she didn't give it to them. So I was like, I told my mom, I was like, I already know I'm not gonna get it. She was very like, And the only other option she was giving was to make payments. So I went up there. She was like, wow, you were driving double the speed limit. Why? And I told her, like, I just wasn't aware of it. I was in a rush. Like, I was on my way to school, blah, blah, blah. You're responsible for knowing the speed limit. That's your job as a driver. I was trying to, like, keep myself together because once I hear someone gets snippy snappy with me, I start to get snippy snappy back. But she was a judge, you know. I was trying to get that traffic school approved. I was like, is there any way you could reduce the amount and if I could have traffic school? And she was like, well, you can make payments. And she just stared at me. She was like, do you want to pay it in full? And I was like, yep, please, I will take that. I will pay it in full. I'm not about to make payments because that's just going to make me stress for way too much longer. She was like, okay, you want traffic school, right? And I was like, yes, ma'am. Can I please have traffic school? And she was like, yep, that's going to be $55 added to your ticket. She was like, is that all right with you? You could pay that $55 on top of your ticket. I was like, yeah. I didn't reduce it, but she did give me traffic school, thank God. I paid for my ticket and I learned my lesson. Don't drive fast. It's not that serious. It's really not worth paying $50,000 for a stupid speeding ticket and having to go to traffic school and just all the stress that comes with getting a ticket. I actually drive the speed limit now, and I'm always like constantly checking my mirrors for cops because I'm always like on alert that they're gonna pull me over. Sometimes when people really piss me off when I'm driving, then I'll gas it to like get away from them because they're irritating me. But other than that, I drive the speed limit. I'm not in a rush to go anywhere. And you shouldn't be either, which is the moral of the story. Don't get a speeding ticket and be a dummy like me, because it's not worth it and it really hurts your bank account. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.